Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Maryland Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of an ink review. Today, we are looking at a grayish ink. This one is from Papier Plume, Bayou Nightfall. I believe that this side had some sort of a Bayou flavored scenery on it, but it got a bloop on it, so anyway, that is a sign that we are live. Let's just mute that so we don't get distracted. Chet Pen's Inquiry. What? Oh, well. We're just letting you know we now carry the J.R. Bond ink. Hello, it's been like 20 days. Where have you been? Alright, let's do today's ink. Today's pen is the TWSBI Eco T with a 1.1 millimeter stub. Here is today's ink. It's like a grayish, bluish, greenish ink. It's kind of weird. Couple of weird hues to it. Alright, here's our ink swatch. Let's do the water resistance test to see if it has any water resistance. Has a little bit of water resistance, but this one does have a good amount of water resistance. I might consider using this on the outside of an envelope. And here is our toilet paper chromatography. You can see that there's this big splotch of gray, and then if we look even closer, we can see that there's like this tan color coming out, and then green, and then blue, like a turquoise coming out. You can really see that tan coming out. Wow. A tannish yellow, and then into green and blue. This is a very complex ink. Alright, let's do some paper review. This is cotton fiber. Looks gray to me. No feathering, no bleeding, and a little bit of ghosting. Oh no, I splotched it. Got a little sploosh. Don't notice. Maromon Nemosity 80 GSM. Looks great to me. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. J&B Copper Plate Craft Pad from JohnNeilBooks.com. Really nice. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Excellent. Rhodian Dot Pad 80 GSM. Very nice. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford optic paper. Not a whole lot of shading. No bleeding, no ghosting. This is the Pen and Gear heavyweight notebook paper from Walmart.com. Does have a couple of little feathers going on there and there. Uh-oh. I need to put my week back. Oh, these are dirty. Just have a couple of little feathers. Actually, I don't think these ones are strong enough. Oh yeah, there's one there. Just a couple of little feathers. No bleeding, no ghosting though. Excellent. Oxford single subject notebook paper. Hello, Raoul. How are you doing? You wouldn't happen to have a wife named Archana, would you? No, you're single. Okay. My doctor's name is Shaw. I was curious. This is, what is this? This is Oxford single subject notebook paper. There is barely any shading. I don't see any feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Excellent. And I'm glad that you're doing well. Where do you come from? I mean, you know what I mean. I'm not. Used to be in IT. Oh, nice. For the stereotype. Houston, nice, very nice. This is CVS caliber. Do you know either Larry Baronis or Frank Overman, or who else lives in Dallas? Will Hodge. Oh, nice. Very nice. What kind of fountain pens have you gotten into? This is CVS caliber filler paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. The cheap ones. Define cheap ones. I also have cheap pens, but I also think that they are most excellent pens. This is a Pilot Kakuno. I think it's one of my best pens. Only cost me like $12, I think. Oh, I must have uninked it. Yeah, I must have uninked it. I got this here Jinhao 992 for $1. plus like $2 shipping. So it was like a $3 pen from Wish.com. And at the time, I got like all of the sizes of them. Extra fine, fine, medium, broad, 1.1, 1.5, 2.9. Alright, let's take a look at some Bear and Fig. Oh, a Jinhao 80, nice. A Hero, a Platinum Preppy. Oh, those are excellent pens. Ooh, the Lemmy All-Star and the Safari. Those are all excellent pens. Oh, the Opus 88. I don't know how I feel about eyedropper pens. I had one eyedropper pen and it didn't work out for me, so I've been turned off by eyedropper pens. We review fountain pens, ink and paper. Mostly ink and paper. This looks really nice shading. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. What kind of paper is your favorite? This is 68 GSM Tumaway River. Beautiful shading. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. I am slightly obsessed with paper. Ever since I was about this big, I have been obsessed by collecting stationery and trying out different inks on them to see which ones are good and which ones suck really bad. This is Pelican Hub Notepad. Did you go to the Pelican Hub this year? Ours was really jam-packed. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oh man, me too. I've got... I'm the ink master for our pen club. And those are all inks. And those are all inks. And there's my pile of papers. That's just half of it. The other half is over yonder. And it's in one of those giant tote things that you find at Walmart. The big ones. Alright, this is reused paper. Beautiful, minimal amount of shading. No bleeding, no ghosting. I am obsessed with bleeding and ghosting. I am in Southern California. I am 6 miles south of Disneyland in a city called Santa Ana. Okay, this is not what I was looking for. Oh, here it is. We got a new paper in town. This is Amaruman Spiral Note English 13. And it has this very interesting rule. It's got like 2 black lines, a red line, and another black line. I have no idea what this paper is used for. But like, I did a little calligraphy practice on it. I do teach calligraphy. You can find those in the playlist section of my profile. But I was just doing a little bit of practice to see if I could figure out how this thing worked. I do not enjoy writing this small. This is itty bitty teeny weeny. The lines are only 2 millimeters. 2 millimeters. Oh, it's very strange. It's like 3¼ millimeters. And then this one is 3 millimeters. 1, 2, 3 millimeters, 3 millimeters, and 2 millimeters. It's the weirdest ruling I've ever seen. It's very uneven. Can you even tell? Yeah, it looks weird. Right? It's like, oops, where am I? This one looks big, this one looks big, this one looks small, and then there's this giant space here. I have no idea what this is for. But like, we're gonna review it and see if it's any good. I mean, so far it looks pretty good on a little bit that I have been trying. Let's take a look at today's ink. Nice. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Pretty good. Thank you. This is Muji paper. It's fairly cheap. You can find this at Daiso. I think you can find it at Daiso. Came in like a 5-pack. It's not... Uh-oh. I'm having tinnitus. It's not very good, though. It's kind of blah. Let's see. It's got a little bit of shading. I do see one little feather. And I totally circled the wrong space. Because I didn't have my eyeballs on. Let's just use the camera because I can see it closer with the camera. So right here is a little feather. And right about here is a little feather. But like super tiny little feathers. No, my eyesight is very bad. These are like chunky thick. These are like 4X. These, I believe, are 2X. 3.25X. What's it say on here? No, it doesn't. All I know is that these are they're really potent. I have it. And then I have my elderly eyes, in case I really can't see something. But there's no bleeding, no ghosting on this paper. Fairly good. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Alright, I have to do the thing now. So, anybody who donates their hard-earned pennies, if I can find the book, to the channel, they get put in this here book. And when I get to the end of the book, I'll be doing a 24-hour stream. I don't know what we're gonna do, but you guys know me. I blather on like it's my job. What's your favorite color? Do you have a favorite ink? Yellow green, okay. Yellow green. Let me think for just a second. Ooh, I don't have alt gold green. You know, that's one of the only inks that I don't have in my collection. Everyone always talks about this alt gold green, and I'm like, can y'all just like send me some? Okay, let me see. What do I got? Do I even have alt Gallgreen in the upcoming Peter Moss? Forest Green. Tisa Vorte. No. Jigmenta? No. Take a peek in the green department. Do I have any yellow greens? It's about as yellow green as it's going to get. I have a tiny bit of meadow. I was thinking about Hataru B. Have you seen Hataru B? Hataru B is a really nice greenish. This is Hataru B. I've already done a review of it, so you can check that out on my channel. Okay, which of these do you like? Oops. Meadow Green or Hataru B? Meadow Green, alright. You got it. You are most welcome. Thank you. The paper's shit, but I think it's the thought that counts. My goal is to learn to draw a little. I bought a stick figure class on Udemy. So far, so good. Nice. I mean, you know what stick figures leads to? God, I hope I can get the joke right. The stick figures leads to trees, and then trees lead to people, and then people lead to, like, everything else. That's not how the joke goes. I can't remember how the joke goes. My brain. Anyway. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see now. Okay, we're not done yet. We had to have an interlude. Oh, I've made a mess. That goes in my personal stash. And I put my stuff away. Let's finish this paper review. We've still got paper to review. Alright. This is Archon Olive 160 GSM notebook paper. Really nice. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Excellent paper. Very expensive. Oops, I broke the camera, sorry. We have Anecdote notebook paper. Really nice. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Little bit, tiniest bit of ghosting. This here, this is my new favorite so far. This one's called M. Shoy. It's 120 GSM A5 and it is so smooth. Woo, it gives me chills just touching it. Feels like baby's butt. So smooth. Oops. Here's today's ink. Looks really nice. No feathering. No bleeding and a minimal amount of ghosting. Where do you buy the paper? Online Travelers Swaps. So... since I have been reviewing fountain pens, ink, and paper since 2018, I have been gifted most of the paper that I use. I do have certain shops around town, like the 99-cent store, Dollar Tree, CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, that I buy papers for the channel. But everything else has been gifted. And everything else is very much appreciated. So if you guys want to send stuff for the channel, you can do so to this address. This is my business address. And I will receive it. Alright, This is a Ayush 100 GSM. Beautiful. This one's made in India. No feathering, no bleeding, and a minimal amount of ghosting. This is the Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. It's really cute. That's what it looks like. $1.25. They still make these. I went and looked yesterday, and they're really nice paper. No feathering, minimal amount of ghosting. I mean, only very few bleed through. This is the back of the papers. So, you can see that only a minimal amount of bleed through happens. And for $1.25, only every other page has a little bleed through. That's not too bad. It's really good. And this one has minimal amount of bleed through and ghosting. Teeny dots of bleed through. Not the worst. Alright, this is Cosmo Air Light 75 GSM. Oh yeah, hands down Walmart. This one right here, this is the Pen & Gear heavyweight notebook paper. It's gotta say heavyweight. Otherwise it's crap. This stuff is $1.92. And it's A4. It's massive. It's like 9 by 11 inches. It's massive. It's lined. And like this is the back side. And like you can't see anything through the page. It's most excellent. So I highly recommend it. It comes with 100 sheets. And then if you run out of sheets, then it's only $1.92. Some of the best paper. If you're looking for loose leaf paper, something that you can journal on, I recommend CVS Caliber filler paper. This comes in loose leaf sheets. CVS Pharmacy. Looks like this. It comes in college rule and wide rule. And they're like $3 and a bit a piece. If you get 2 of them, it's like under $10. And they come with 150 sheets each. So, and that's what I use to teach calligraphy with. That's a deal, I know, right? For such good paper. Alright, this is Cosmo Air Light 75 GSM. It's got some weird haloing going on. I don't notice any feather. Oh, maybe a little bit of bleed through and a little bit of ghosting. Not the worst. Okay. This is from Walgreens Pharmacy, Wexford. Really nice and crisp. No feathering, no bleeding, and barely any ghosting. This is Midori MD paper. I bought this one from a little tiny store in an Asian mall 2 years ago. How many ever ink reviews that thickness is worth? No feathering, no bleeding, and minimal amount of ghosting. See, this one's got some pretty good paper too. Anytime I look at paper, I'm always looking at the back side. I'm like, I don't care about the front side. If I can write on the front side and it wants to feather and ghost, fine, great. But if I can't write on the back side, it's useless to me. No bleeding, no ghost. A little bit of ghosting. This one is the most famous. This is Real 68 GSM Tomoe River. Beautiful shading. No feathering. No bleeding, and minimal amount of ghosting. You love the pop on the shimmerings on the Cosmo. Yeah, it's super nice. That ink was so difficult to film. This one, this glittering gold, it's just so glittery. Alright, this is premium notebook, high quality from Japan. Peaceful Life. 52 shits. A6, 5mm dot grid. This is 5mm grid paper. Beautiful shading. No feathering, no bleeding, and minimal ghosting. Okay, one more. Oh, God. This is Leuchtturm 1917 plain paper. Beautiful. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Cute little A6. Now I want to show you the worst. Some of the worst. I used to do the Fabriano Eco Qua. This is Fabriano Esperia paper. Look. Look. This is the worst. It's terrible. One ink didn't bleed through. One. That's it. It's the worst. I think I spent $12 on this book. I wouldn't have paid 5 cents if I was going to know it was going to do that. Worst. This one was a gift from Artboy. It's Logical Swing Notebook. And it's pretty bad too. Like, ooh. I mean, you can write on one page, but you wouldn't be able to write on the back. So, no, not good. Okay, now we're going to do a comparison panel. If I can find a card. Okay, this is... How about I pull this out and use the brown? We'll do the brown. Nice contrasting color. I gotta put my finger cots on because it's dry as a bone. It's like 30% today. Alright, these are all of the inks that I have done reviews on. So if you're interested in an ink, all you have to do is type it into the search engine on my profile, and hopefully you'll find an ink that you like. Okay, let's do this. What is this? Is it a blue? Is it a gray? We'll try some gray blues. And then maybe we'll try some blue grays. Oh, that's not how it looks at all. Uh-oh. Going the wrong way. Sorry, I'm trying to play with it till it gets to the right grayness, how it looks to my eye. Okay, I think that that's about right. Nope, that's not right at all. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to roll with it, because cameras are stupid. Where do you get the Cosmo paper? If you search Etsy, Danica 58. Danica 58. If you search, okay, let me show you. If you go on the Google and you search Etsy Danica 58, this is her. And she sells all kinds of paper products in lots of different sizes and stuff. So that's where you can find that. They're kind of expensive though, so if you want something cheap, even if you don't like the size, I would go with the Walmart heavyweight. Ooh. Okay, this is clearly not a blue ink. It looks green. Okay, maybe I am out for left field. Nope, yep. This is not a blue ink. This is not a blue ink at all. That's about as close as it's gonna get. Dia Trementis Black Blue. Sorry, I keep booping the camera. Ooh, this Allegheny River's kind of close. This Carter Vintage Blue Black is kind of close. And that's all we have of the blue grays. I want to look at some green inks. This is clearly a green ink. There we go. Troublemaker Petrichor. Super close. It's probably going to be the only one, but ooh, Laban Hera's kind of close. And the reason we do the comparison is because, well, maybe we like the color, but sometimes we don't like the price tag, because sometimes the Pelican inks are like $35 for a bottle, which is insane. But if you can find a diamine color, you could go to Colt Pens and you could get a 30 ml bottle for like $5. Of course, you have to pay for shipping, and may equal out to $30, but you know, at least you could pretend to think you're getting a deal. Plus, if you get like so much money from Colt Pens, then you get free shipping. It's like $100, and you could get like 50 inks for $100. Wow, that's a lot of ink now that I'm thinking about it. Or you could buy a pen or like some stationery. Exactly. Value is important. This Uraheru is slightly more greener, but in that department. I mean, if I can get the same looking kind of shading ink for cheaper, then I would very much be into that. Dang it. Keep catching on the bottom of my glove. Knock it off. Alright, here we go. Wuthering Heights from Wearing Gold is a little bit lighter, but in that same department. I am really jelly that's a good selection. Yeah, I have too many inks. It's a good problem to have. Tasha Hokusai Saibe Midori is a little bit darker, but in that same department. Yeah, if anybody want to send me a 5 ml sample of Alt Goldgrün, let me know. But I really don't want to pay for a 2 mil sample for $5? That's insanity. I do not understand. These people want like $5 for a 2 mil sample. Are you people, have you lost your mind? Now a $5 sample for 5 mils of ink might be worth it. Oh, but if you get 5 mils, you might as well get a bottle. No! What if I don't like it? They should sell 2 mil samples and 5 mil samples. Just saying. Ooh, this pitted nickel's kind of a little bit greener, but in that same hue of department. Gifted to a sucker. Hey man, I'm the sucker. Look at all them greens. We're not even done yet. Let's look through some black inks. Because this, in a way, it kind of has a black tinge to it. No. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I know that there's like a greenish. There it is. I Am a Cat. It's kind of in that greenish department, but it's got gold shimmer to the nines. I'm sorry, you're welcome. Under the Shade is kind of close. This Yukio Enezu is kind of in that same hue, but in the different color. Oyster Gray is kind of close. That's all we got for the black color. How about black? Any blacks in here that lean weird colors? No. Okay, this clearly is not a black. What about a teal? I don't think it's going to be a teal. Right? Too light and too dark. Wait a minute. This troublemaker abalone is kind of in the same saturatedness. Different color though. Okay. This petrol axolotl's getting kind of close. Everyone always wants to see things next to Emerald de Chivor. There it is. It's not the same color. Emerald de Chivor is very dark. Alright, the Sydney Darling Harbor is getting kind of close. Super close, actually. Birmingham Agave is getting kind of close. This Shito's getting kind of close. It's a little lighter. I'm very conflicted on where to even put this. Salamander. Birmingham Salamander is kind of close. It's a little more greener. Schubert's kind of close. Kenai Fjords is a little darker. And that's it. I have no idea where I'm going to put this ink. I need a box like Chris Saenz has. It's like, I don't know what this is. Leave me alone. Don't notice. Well, what did you all think about today's ink? Are you guys thinking thoughts about getting this ink? Do you have this ink? Let me know what your thoughts of this ink are in the comment section below. I will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific. So that's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Don't forget to check out my website, join the calligraphy class, check out the paper reviews page, join the Discord, and if you'd like to save 10% off on your next order to Pen Boutique or Atlas Stationers, I am an affiliate. When you use my link, you get a discount, and I get a small commission, so that I can make better content for all of you. And thanks to everybody who used the Atlas Stationers link. I have ordered my Diamond Inkjet calendar for this year. I'm really excited. I can't wait to review that for you guys. Get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them. And I love you to pieces. Have a great day. Okay, love you. Bye.